I'm so sorry. It's screwed up again. It is fixed now, though. It should be, because I turned every notification possible off on my phone. You'd think I'd figured this stuff out by now, but I haven't completely. I'm going to wait till y'all figure out we sign back on. There you are. Okay, I'm going to put the description back in here. Hopefully now everything is turned off and will not interrupt us again. I am so sorry, y'all. What's up, Odell? Thanks for joining back in, guys. Oh, technical difficulties. Anyway, this song is how we describe our music. Yes, it is. Thank you for understanding, Nick. Third time is the charm. That's right. I have all the notifications off now, so I need a real camera so I don't have to use my phone. One of these days, I'll be able to have one. Anyway, this is how I describe my music, is somewhere between the Judds and Joplin. What's up? From Germany, too. Awesome. Welcome. Just make sure it's working. You can see me? And everything? Okay. The music makes me lose control, digs real deep and soothes my soul, gets me dancing, oh, all night long. Give me a bass, low and mean, a slide guitar that can really scream, and a kick drum, driving the beat of my heart. Oh, somewhere between the Judds and Joplin, porch swing mixed with rap or rockin', heart-wrenching country twang, all little bluesy thing, anything that gets my blood pumping. Somewhere between the Judds, somewhere between the Judds and Joplin. Well, you know, Mama, he's crazy, but I gave him a piece of my heart. Oh, have mercy, his love's got me falling apart. He likes to groove out on the floor, steals a kiss, and I'm ready for more when the lights go out, rocking with the rhythm of the rain. Oh, somewhere between the Judds and Joplin, porch swing mixed with rap or rockin', heart-wrenching country swing, or little bluesy thing, anything that gets my blood pumping. Somewhere between the Judds, somewhere between the Judds and Joplin. If he has a change of heart, I'm gonna cry, 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 baby. But a girl's night out is just the thing to save me. Oh, somewhere between the Judds and Joplin, porch swing mixed with rap or rockin', heart-wrenching country twang, all little bluesy thing, anything that gets my blood pumping. Somewhere between the Judds, somewhere between the Judds and Joplin. I'll throw in some Hank on the Opry, a little Skinner to rock me, and bye-bye, baby, why not me? Oh, why not me? Oh, la-di-da-di-da-da, la-di-da-di-da-da, la-di-da-di-da-da-da, well, other than tripping on my chair, that went all right that time. We got through it. Hopefully we'll be able to stay through it. I'm going to make sure it's still coming through. There it is. Woohoo. You know, sometimes it just takes a little bit to keep it moving. Thanks for hanging in there with me, y'all. If you have not, make sure that you like the Rising Star Road Trip, and make sure you like Amanda Page Cornett. That's me. Thanks, Cam, for letting me take over your page for the day. I'm going to look through these real quick so I can say hi to people if I haven't. What's up, Adele? I'm back again lately. You know, I have trouble sometimes. Thomas, what's up? Nick, Clinton, Jenny from Northumberland. Cool. I love this. What's up, Cruz? Spencer, UK. This is awesome. So here's a funny story. That sounded better with the whole song. Yes, it truly does. So this is kind of a cool story. I found out that recently that my dad's ancestors were actually kings of England. Very short period of time. Back in 1013 to 1016. Apparently it was the Duke Canute of Norway, I think. And he and his son took over for a little while. Okay, good. I'm glad you got me back. Sorry about that. What's up, Alan in LA? So my dad's ancestors were King Canute from Norway that took over England when they didn't have a suitable king for a while, and then he kind of made peace with everybody and then gave the throne back when there was a viable king. Kind of cool. I never knew that. I'm like, wait a minute, I should have been princess. I would have been a terrible princess. Let's just be honest. I would have been a very, very rebellious princess, probably. Even though I'm so sweet. Anyway, this song I wrote with Mr. Mark Narmore, just like as well as the last one. This one is not on my album. We haven't recorded this one yet, but hopefully we will soon. Hopefully you enjoy. I think that's the first time I've told that story publicly. I learned the hard way about taking life too fast. Roller coaster love never seems to last. And coming on too strong makes me hit the brakes. If you wanna make my earthquake, you gotta take it slow, like molasses in the winter time. Slow, like the southern sun crawling across the July sky. Like beans on a stove and watching grass grow, and a simple sweet tea life. But if you wanna give it a go, you gotta take it slow. Oh, you gotta take it slow. I like the way things are moseying along, and your sweet kisses seem to right every wrong, wearing me down with your southern drawl and pace. Trust me, boy, I'm well worth the wait. If you take it slow, like molasses in the winter time, slow, like the southern sun crawling across the July sky, like beans on a stove and watching grass grow, and a simple sweet tea life. Well, if you wanna give it a go, you gotta take it slow. Wind blowing on embers growing, making me insane. This slow burn is quickly turning into a fiery flame. give it a go. You gotta take it slow. Oh, yeah. You gotta take it slow. Woo! Well, I hope y'all are having as much fun as I am. Woo! Giddy up on the jam, I like it. Sweet! What's up, Cam? I'm glad you're joining in too. If you're just joining us, say hi. I'd love for everybody to say hello. If you have any requests, let me know. And if I know them, I'll try to oblige. If I don't, then I'll nicely decline. I tend to not do very many covers on here. Every now and then I'll do one, but most of the time I try to keep it to originals because I figure this is kind of replacing getting to do songwriter nights. So hopefully y'all are cool with me telling little stories here and there. In Nashville, it kind of gets old when people tell stories all the time, but I recognize, and smart people recognize, that people that aren't in Nashville and don't hear it all the time actually enjoy hearing the stories behind the song. So I try to make sure I tell a little bit but don't talk too much and keep to the music. So this song we put out, the single for this one out, I wrote this one with my good friend Steve Goody, who's a comedian. He's a songwriter, comedian, actor. He's extremely talented. Everybody's surprised when they hear that he co-wrote this because it's not a funny song. We do have some funny songs though. When a Man Loves a Woman, you know, I should know that one and I'll have to learn it because I don't. I could probably sing it if I had other people playing it. I just don't know how to play it on guitar. But this song I wrote with Mr. Steve Goody, and we put out a music video for it on the 1st of the year. Don't blame me. But we decided we were going to set the world on fire with the video and didn't know that coronavirus was actually going to do it for us. So anyway, hope you enjoy it. It's a little bluesy tune. I call my music Southern Rock and Soul. My band and I have been playing together for over 9 years. And we went down to Muscle Shoals, Alabama to record my album. Check it out, it's called Front Porch Rebel. We thought it burned out, there's still an ember, just enough to light the spark. A little flicker made me remember how much we burned in the dark. We both know this can't be sustained. That's a lie. So I did see one request that I can do. Mr. George Walsh, I can definitely do Can't You See. It would be bad if I could not, because that's my hometown boys. I'm from Spartanburg, South Carolina, which is the home of the Marshall Tucker Band. I actually grew up with a couple of their kids, most of their kids. The Caldwell kids, I think, were older or went to a different school, but I grew up with Doug Gray's oldest daughter, and Leon Wilkie's son, and a bunch of the Eubanks kids, which was pretty cool. So thankfully I've gotten to become friends with some of the guys, and it's been really cool. I've gotten to perform with them, which is really neat. It was pretty amazing, actually, for me. That's one of the top 3 highlights probably of my career, was getting to sing on stage Can't You See with Marshall Tucker Band. Another one was I got to play with Artemis Pyle behind me on the drums. He's from Leonard Skinner. So when I met Jack Pearson, who briefly played with the Allman Brothers, I told him I needed to jam with him so I could have the perfect Southern rock trio. So it's pretty cool. So anyway, here we go, George. This is going out to you. I can't play flute, so that part's not going to be in there. Train down at the station. Well, I don't care where it goes. I'm gonna climb a mountain, the highest mountain. I'm gonna jump off, won't nobody know. Can't you see? Can't you see what that love is? If we were playing with a band. And my guitar player would be playing some cool lead guitar, which I'm not, because you don't want to hear me try that. And then we would switch it over to this. She's got a smile, and it seems to me it reminds me of childhood memories where everything was as fresh as a bright blue sky. And now and then when I see your face, it takes me away to that special place. And if I step too long, I'd probably break down and cry. Southbound Oh, can't you see? Can't you see what that loving has been doing to me? Yeah. So there you go, George. Figured it's good every now and then throw out a cover if I know it. Sometimes I don't know them, so if I don't, I'm sorry. All right, well, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to go to the acoustic. Anybody that has watched me before knows I like to switch things up a little. Why? Just because. Just because I do. Because I'm taking over the station for this hour, so I'll do what I want. Within reason. Please say hi if you haven't. Thank you so much for hanging in with me. Thanks so much for Rising Star Road Trip for having me on as a guest host today. This is awesome. I hope y'all are having half as much fun as me. If so, you're having a good time. How's everything overseas? Are things getting better over there as far as the virus goes? Bueller. Just trying to make small talk while I tune my guitar to make sure that it's in tune. Trust me, if it's not, you wish it was. Alright, let's see. I'm going to play another one from my Front Porch Rebel album. And this is the only song I actually wrote by myself on the whole album. It is out. We recorded down at Nut House Studios in Sheffield, Alabama, which is in the Muscle Shoals area. And I usually have a copy of it to show you. And it's not right here, so I'm not going to waste time finding it. But I wrote this song, and this goes out to anybody who is single and hasn't found that right person. And it's my encouragement to not settle with anybody. So. If one day you find yourself ready to love a woman, adore her for all she's worth, a woman who will love you back for everything you are, and you think I could possibly be her, well, that's when I want you to kiss me. That's when we can be more than friends. 'Cause I owe it to the great men I've let go into myself to never be treated as anything less. Well, I appreciate the way your eyes look in my soul, and I know those two arms can hold me tight. And even if they know they want me to, please hold back, unless you wanna hold me for life. And that's when I want you to kiss me. Until then we should just be friends. 'Cause I owe it to the great men I let go into myself to never be treated as anything less. And boy, if you're not ready to give your heart away, remember stealing mine won't be right. And boy, if that changes and you want me to stay, you can be the man I dream of each night. Well, that's when I want you to kiss me. That's when we can be more than friends. 'Cause I owe it to the great men I let go into myself to never be treated as anything less. a little on my softer side. But that goes out to anybody who is single and hasn't found their person. I'm a big believer in not settling and waiting until you find the right one. So let's see. Let's go to a little. I try to switch it up because I know sometimes there are the same people that are on. Sometimes I'm good about it and sometimes I'm not. How about we play... I'm going to play one more on the acoustic and then I'll break out another bluesy song. Does that sound alright? This song is a true story song. I wrote it with my buddy, Mr. Rich Fagan, who we just celebrated his passing. Passed away a few years ago, but we got to write this song shortly before the man it's about passed away. And it's about my great uncle, whose name was Tom. And he had Down syndrome and he was 73. He was the oldest current living person with Downs when he passed. And he was kind of a music savant. And the story is 99% fact. You can't let the truth get in the way of a good song. But hope you'll enjoy it. He looks perfect in his overalls with pencils in his pocket. His almond eyes are clear and bright, grinning as he's talking. He likes to be called Conway, 'cause he loves the Ritalin. But he'll cuss you if you try and steal a cigarette from him. There it is. He was born down in Virginia in the spring of 35. The youngest of 8 children, well, he turned out just fine. Even though the doctors told them Downs would take him young, they chose to raise and love him, my Uncle Tom. And my Uncle Tom is a hell of a man. He loves like a child and everybody is his friend. If you don't understand him, maybe you're the one that's dumb. I wish the world could be more like my Uncle Tom. Well, he worked on that tobacco farm ever since he was a kid, picking corn and baling hay just like the others did. And he knows how to be happy. It doesn't take too much. If you ask about his downs, he says, I get back up. And my Uncle Tom is a hell of a man. He loves like a child and everybody is his friend. If you don't understand him, maybe you're the one that's dumb. I wish the world could be more like my Uncle Tom. And the way I see it, he's the one that's wise, 'cause we're all special in his eyes. And my Uncle Tom is a hell of a man. He loves like a child and everybody is his friend. If you don't understand him, maybe you're the one that's dumb. I wish the world could be more like my Uncle Tom. He knows how much I love him, my Uncle Tom. Thank you, and he would be very mad at me for calling him Tom because he liked to go by Conway. So, how old was I when I wrote my first song? I started making up songs from the time I could speak and I started writing them down when I was 9 years old. To answer your question, George. Yeah, if anybody has any questions, please ask. I'm originally from South Carolina, and I went to school in Florida and then moved to Nashville, and been here ever since trying to make things happen. If you like what you're hearing, please check out amandapagecornett.com and like my page as well. Thanks again to Cam and for letting me take over Rising Star Road Trip. This is awesome, and it's really cool to be able to kind of, I guess, meet people from all over the world too. I'm gonna tune this one up just to make sure y'all don't get some weird sounds going on. I had a really cool guitar teacher when I was in high school, speaking of songwriting, and his name was Joe Bennett, and he had a rockabilly tune when he was about 15 with Joe Bennett and the Sparkle Tones. So if anybody's into rockabilly, you may have heard of that one. And it was a top 10 hit. Simon and Garfunkel, I think, had just broken into the top 40. And I started taking lessons with Joe when I was in either middle school or high school. And I just wanted to be able to put guitar to my songs, which was kind of ignorant now that I look back. But Joe said, you know, how do you write your songs? And I told him, I said, I write when they come to me. And he said, well, I'm going to give you a title. He said, we lost our record deal from Black Slacks because we could only write when we felt like it. And he said, I'm going to give you a little assignment. He said, here's a title, and I want you to write a song to it. And so I went home and I did that, and I came back, and he said, I thought about that. Maybe that was too hard. And I handed him the song. So I owe a lot to Mr. Bennett for teaching me to make songwriting a skill and a craft, not just a talent. So play another little tune that we wrote down in Muscle Shoals with Mr. Spooner Oldham, Carl Holder, and Mark Narmore. I'm making you feel old. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I don't know how old anyone is, so you didn't even have to tell me that, and I'd never know. Do you remember Black Slacks? It's a pretty cool song. So this song, we went down to Muscle Shoals and wrote this, and we put it on the album as well, the Front Porch Rebel album. Wrote this with Mr. Spooner Oldham, Mark Narmore, and Carl Holder. Let's see if I can get through this one. Let's see if it sounds better on that one. Whoop. Change up my little settings. One day I'll figure this thing out. Or have somebody teach me. It's a little pedal thingy that I don't know how to use. That's better. Won't you take a detour, make a U-turn. Boy, what you do to me ought to be a crime. Won't you take a detour off of my mind? Take a new direction. Don't play with my affection. My poor heart is hanging on the line. Won't you take a detour off of my mind? Well, I can't take my heart breaking again. Well, if you're 1 foot out and only 1 foot in, well, won't you take a detour? Baby, one thing's for damn sure, clouding my head both day and night. Won't you take a detour off of my mind? detour. Oh, for my mind. Woo! Thank you. Yeah, it's George said he likes the vibe of the song. Well, it's a good old, I don't know what just happened? Did I click the camera twice? Let's see. Well, that was weird. You got to see the ribbon on the back of my phone for half a second. Sorry about that. Anyway, we wrote that with some of the good old blues and funk writers down in Muscle Shoals. So in Studio B, which is where the Allman Brothers pretty much created Southern rock, which is insane to me. That was one of my other top 3 coolest moments. And luckily I got Spooner to play on it. Mark Narmore played on it as well on the album, and it's a really cool album, so please check it out if you get a chance. It's called Front Porch Rebel. You can find it on my website or any of my media, and if you want a physical copy, because I like physical copies still, I'm kind of weird like that. But if you want a physical copy of it, shoot us an email at angels@amandapagecornett.com, and we'll try to make sure that happens for you. So let's see. We'll do another more serious one, and then we'll end out with some rockin' tunes, if that sounds okay to y'all. That sounded awesome. Where did my capo go? That is the next question. If anybody sees my capo, tell me, because I'm not seeing it right now. Oh, it's on my acoustic guitar. I'm a professional, don't worry. This stuff happens all the time. So, this is the last song we wrote the first time I went down to Muscle Shoals. Spooner had already gone home, and Mark Narmore and Carl Holder and I sat down and wrote this one probably in about an hour. And it came from something I actually, sadly, said one night when I got home. Enjoying my life, but then also being single. I got home one night and just, it kind of all hit me, and I brought the idea in, and we wrote this one. And the version on the album is really cool. It's Mark Narmore on a grand piano and me singing, and that's it. And we couldn't tune it or anything because we were bleeding through everything. So hopefully you enjoy. It ain't hard to find someone to hold. Don't need one who wants to control. Well, I could find somewhere to lay my head, but I don't need a cold, empty bed. No, I don't need a cold, empty bed. Sometimes I wish I had someone to miss me, someone who would worry if I didn't take it, not make it home, one who lives just to kiss me. Oh, I wish I had someone to miss me. Oh, I wish I had someone to miss me. It's getting harder and harder to find a man with more than one thing on his mind. And it might sound a little old-fashioned, but I believe in true love and passion. Yeah, I believe in true love and passion. Sometimes had someone to miss me. Thanks, y'all. So, yeah, it was a little more serious song. Thanks, Keith. Thanks, Colin. Glad you're back. Oh, is it? Oh, it was the show going shorter? Oh, well, I'm glad to bring it back to an hour. That's what I just understood after reading that. Bahaha. All right. So I've got time for one more. Thank y'all so much for joining in. I'm Amanda Page Cornett. No, I am Paige. Please check out my website. If you feel like throwing a little money in the tip jar, that'd be cool too. It's in the comments or in the link. And hopefully I can come back again. Thank you so much to Cam and Rising Star Road Trip. And hopefully y'all check out Nashville Meets World as well. All really cool places. And please like Amanda Page Cornett if you haven't. And we'll take it out on a rocker. How about that? I love how I ask your opinions, but then like I can't get your answer, so I just roll with it. This little thing's gonna be the death of me. I wrote this song with a friend of mine, Brandon Maddox, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. It was my first single that I ever put out. That's right. Good. Thanks for joining in, y'all. Saw your ring sitting on the dresser, gleaming in the stark moonlight. Shadow demons dancing on the walls, I could tell something wasn't right. And when the door opened, I could tell you were hoping I hadn't made it home just yet. And though you were quiet, your eyes couldn't hide it, you've been sleeping in the devil's bed. Now there's blood on your hands and stains on my heart. You should have hit me with a shotgun shell, but you buried me alive in this room and turned pine. Now you're about to get a taste of hell. Well, next time you dig, you better dig deeper and finish driving me in the nails. Saw me shed one lone tear and knew I wouldn't stick around. So you tied me up and shoved me down, stuck a dirty rag in my mouth, threw me in a box, shut the lid on top, tossed it in a shallow hole. You made a grave mistake until your dying day. You'll be living with a haunted soul. Now there's blood on your hands and stains on my heart. You should have hit me with a shotgun shell, but you buried me alive in this ruined turnpike, about to get a taste of hell. Well, next time you dig, and it's driving me in the nails. Y'all make sure to check out Six String Showdown as well as Carolina Coast. The new music video for both of those is out, and I'd love for you to check them out everywhere you can listen to music, add them to playlists and everything, and share them with your friends. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Thank you for joining on Raising Star Road Trip. Hopefully I'll come back again and take over again sometime. It's been great, y'all.